Hello guys, welcome to another class. My name is Alexander Aran, and today we'll continue about the syllables. It's the part 2 of syllables, part 2 of 3. In the last class, we learned about the basic syllables and the special cases, C, H, and Q. And today, we'll continue the special cases. I will teach you R, S, and X. So let's go. The special case are, caso especial R. R has two ways of pronounce. We have R like ha, he, hi, ho, hu, or ha, he, hi, ho, hu, also the closed sounds. And we have R like Latin, the classic R of Latin, that's ra, re, ri, ro, ru. So we have these two ways of pronounce R. When R appears on the start of the word, it will have sound of ha, he, hi, ho, hu. So in words like rato, that's mouse, and rebanho, that's herd. So R on the start of the word, it's rato. And R in the start of the word, rebanho. So ha, he, hi, ho, hu. And when we have this R on the middle of two vocals, this R will have the sound of the Latin R. Ra, re, ri, ro, ru. Like barata, that's cockroach, barata. It's not barata, barata. And amarelo, yellow, amarelo. So, R in the start of the word, ha, he, rato, rebanho, and R on the middle of two vocals, amarelo and barata. And we have the RR, two R's, one followed by other. We use, in Portuguese, the RR when we want the sound of ha, he, hi, ho, hu in the middle of two vocals. So, if you want this to sound like barata instead of barata, we could put another R here. So, ba-r-r-ata, barata. This word does not exist, but just follow the example. Let's see some practical examples. We have garrafa, that's bottle. If there is just one R, it would be garrafa. But no, we have two R's because we want the sound of ha. So garrafa, that's bottle. We have ferro, not ferro, ferro. That's iron. And we have barro, that's clay. So R when we want to sound like ha, he, hi. So remember, R in the start of the word, ha, he, hi, ho, hu. R when between two vocals, ra, re, ri, ro, ru. And R between two vocals, ha, he, hi, ho, hu. Like rato, rebanho, barata, amarelo, garrafa, ferro, barro. Two notes here. The first one is that R can appear after consonants, giving sounds that are similar to English, like retrato, that's portrait. So portrait, retrato. We use the R of Latin, r. So retrato. And I choose this word because we can see the R with the sound of he, and the trato, retrato. We have Brazil. It's not Brazil, Brazil. So in Portuguese is with S instead of R. And we have Brasil, Brasil, Brasil. We have criança. Oh, look there. We have the cedilha, cedilha. Criança, that child. So criança. And we have grama, that's grass. Grass, grass, grama, grama. Also, R can appear after vocals, giving sounds that are similar to English, like ah, that's air. ar, ar. We have divertir, that's to amuse, it's a verb, to amuse, divertir. And we can also see the ER and IR, divertir. So look at ER, divertir. And we have ortografia, that's orthography. I chose this word because it have the R giving sounds after a vocal, or, and also have the R giving sound after a consonant, grafia, like grass, like grama, grafia, ortografia. So, instead for R, quickly remember, R, start of words, ha, R, between two vocals, ra, R, between two vocals, ha, R, after consonants, tra, Brasil, criança, grama, and R after vocals, ar, ir, or, also you can see. So instead for R. Then we go to S. S have two ways to pronounce. So we have sa, se, si, so, su. It follows the same principle of R. It's pretty similar. So, if S appears on the start of the word, it will have the sound of sa, se, si, so, su, like in sapo, that's frog, or semana, that's week. Sapo, semana, frog, week. So S on the start of the word. And when S appears between two vocals, it gains the sound of Z. So, like in casa, that's house. Also in English you can see it, the S with the sound of Z, of Z. Casa, between two vocals, between two As, casa. And sorriso, that's smile, sorriso. Look, it's not sorriso, it's sorriso, sorriso. S in the start we have two SO, SO, SO. On the start, so, and in the end, zo. So, the same syllable with two ways to pronounce. So, he, zo. This word's perfect. It examples all that I said in this class. So, he, zo. And we have also the SS, that's sa, se, si, so, so. The same use of RR. So when we are in the middle between two vocals and we want the S to sound like sa, se, si, so, so, we put another S like acesso. Here should be access. So ignore this O. Acesso, access, access, acesso. We have pressa, that's hurry. So PR, pressa, no presa, pressa. Actually, if you don't have this SS, it will form another word. If it's just one S, presa, presa is the word fang in English. Presa, fang. And we have this word here, impressora. Impressora, that's printer. So what we have in this word? We have PR, like impressa, but this time we have the closed sounds pre, impre, and SS, so, and RA, ra, between two vocals, between O and A. So this word I was teached much, impressora. You need to use all that we learned in this class to pronounce this. Impressora, impressora, printer. And we have a note similar to R, S can appear after vocals giving sounds that are similar to English, like pesquisa, search. So pesquisa, look that, quisa, S with sound of C, because it's between two vocals, between E and A. So pesquisa. And we have also Q-U, Q-U-I, Q-U-I, like we teach in the last class. Q, pesquisa. We have resgate, rescue, So res, like rescue, resgate. And we have desastre, disaster. So desas. Look that, it's beautiful. Desas. We have the two ways of S here. We have S between two vocals, to desa. And we have the S giving sound to A. Desastre. And we have also the R. Desastre. I choose the words of the class by finger. I choose personally each one of the words in this class to exemplify all that I teaching. So look that we need to use all that we teaching. So train it. Because here we have this sound of S with Z because it's between two vocals. We have the S after a vocal giving sound to it, and we have the R between a consonant and a vocal, exemplifying the use of R that I teach on the last slide. So desastre. Then we go to X that has 4 ways to pronounce. But don't worry, it's more simple than it seems. So the first way to pronounce X is KS, like kiss, kiss. Like in the word tóxico, that's toxic, toxic. We have axilla, then armpit, axilla. There are a few words that have this sound. So don't worry, you will hardly find them and you get used to it. So we have the X, the X, with sound of Z. The X have sound of Z when it is started by E. Every time you see a word that starts with E followed by X, it's 99% chance that this word is pronounced like Z. Like in exato, exact. So it's not x like English, exact. No, exato, have sound of Z. And exhortar, that's urge, is to admonish. Urge, exhortar. Look the R here, gives sounds to or and ah. To urge, exhortar. And it's like that. You just find this X with sound of Z almost all the time when it comes with X. And we have the X, the X, with sound of S. So we learned the sound of S, so the X also can have the sound of S, like the word máximo, that's maximum. So again, not the X, but the S, máximo. It's like there are SS here. It's pronounced like there is SS. Máximo. And the word explicar, explain. Again, not the KS, not X. Explicar. S, explicar. Like there's a S here. And we have the most used sound of X. Almost all the words that X appears, it will have this sound. This is the most common sound of X. That's the sh, the sound of CH that we learned in the last class. So we have the word xadrez, that's chess. Look, in this word, I chose because I want also to show you some property of Z. I didn't want to create a special case of Z because it's simple. It's too much simple. When the word ends with Z, it will have sound of S. So just pretend that have an S instead of Z here. So xadrez, chess. Sound of sh, like instead of X we have CH, xadrez. And sheriff, CH, again, CH. Is the most common thing, the most common sound of X in the Portuguese. Xarope, xerife, it's that. Xarope, xerife, xadrez, chechel. All these words that start with X. Okay. Instead, So, the homework, dever de casa, search one word in Portuguese for each letter and each sound it has and write in the comments. Example, for letter R, find 3 words. One with R on the start, sound like ha, he, he. One with R on the middle, like ra, re, ri. And one with R, R in the middle of the vocals, but sound like ha, he, he. And leave your feedback. As ever, deixe seu feedback. What can I improve? What do you expect to learn? And why do you want to learn Portuguese? And is that. See you later. Até a próxima.